Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Westview Theater Company's Bound for Broadway. We've got a great evening of entertainment, so grab a bowl of popcorn, put your feet up, and enjoy the amazing talents of our company. Up first, we have Katie Ditter and Shira Ehrlich singing What Is This Feeling from Wicked.
There's been some confusion overruling here at Shiz, but of course I'll care for Nessa.
But of course, I'll rise above it.
For I know that's how you'd want me to respond, yes. There's been some confusion, for you see my roommate is
unusually and exceedingly peculiar and altogether quite impossible to describe.
blonde.
What is this feeling so sudden and new?
I felt the moment I laid eyes on you.
My pulse is rushing,
My head is reeling.
my face is flushing.
What is this feeling, fervid as a flame? Does it have a name? Yes. Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
For your face,
Your
your
voice.
clothing, let's
Just say, I loathe it all. Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. With simple utter loathing, there's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing, loathing you my whole life. Loathing,
feeling
unadulterated loathing for her face, her voice, her clothing. Let's just say, I love it all. Oh, what is this feeling? Does it have a name? Yes, I'm loathing. There's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so good, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing for forever. Loathing, truly, deeply loathing, yeah. My whole life long. Boo!
Please welcome to your screen Mr. Eli Ander Beigelson performing the classic monologue To Be or Not to Be from Hamlet.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die. To sleep no more. And by a sleep we mean to end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die. To sleep. To sleep. Perchance to dream? Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come once we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But for the fear of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than to fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment. With this regard, the currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
Next up from Dear Evan Hansen, we have the duet of Ariana Colon and Alexander Soriano singing If I Could Tell Her.
Well, he thought you were awesome.
He thought I was awesome? My brother.
Yeah, definitely.
How?
He said, there's nothing like your smile, sort of subtle and perfect and real. And he said, you never knew how wonderful that smile could make someone feel. But he kept it all inside his head. What he saw, he left unsaid. And though he wanted to, he couldn't talk to you, he couldn't find the way. But he would always say, if I could tell her everything I see. If I could tell her that she's everything to me. But we're a million worlds apart, and I don't know how I would even start. If I could tell her, if I could tell her. He said, you look really pretty, or it looked pretty cool when you put indigo streaks in your hair.
He did?
And he wondered how you learned to dance like all the rest of the world is in there. But he kept it all inside his head. What he saw, he left unsaid. If I could tell her everything I see. If I could tell her that she's everything to me.
Oh, but we're a million worlds apart,
and I don't know how I would even start. If I could tell her, if I could tell her, oh, what do you do when there's this great divide?
he just seemed so far away.
What do you do when the distance is too wide?
It's like I don't know anything.
How do you say I love you? But we're a million worlds apart, and I don't know how I would even start. If I could tell her.
Up next, please welcome Meredith Dahl, performing I Speak 6 Languages from the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
I speak 6 languages. Every language easy, easy as the recipe for making Jell-O. I speak 6 languages, and I can say hello, and at least 7 more. To excel in athletics is not difficult if one has the temperament. Apparently, I have the temperament. Yes, I score some goals, so I'm phased as my life unrolls. I'm amazed at I don't like to write, and I won't 'cause I don't have to, but I speak 6 languages. speak 6 languages, and I like the theme from Rocky, though I play Mozart more. I achieve my goals, so unfazed am I as my life unrolls. Unamazed am I winning is a job from which I get no real enjoyment, but je peux parler si longe, cada idioma es simple, Jero Oyono, Rishipino Yasashides, Yagabarsha Tiatsukin, Vanioda Shalom. I speak 6 languages. I am so sick and tired of always being the best and the brightest at every mass. 6 lousy languages, and for my height I'm the lightest of the girls in my class. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And now performing a mashup from Dear Evan Hansen and Hamilton, please welcome Shayna Butler and Sabrina Gilbert performing Found Tonight.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. All we see is light. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. For 'cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And
Raise a glass to
oh,
freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you,
someone will come running to take you out.
raise a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight.
Out of the shadows, the morning
They'll tell
is
the story
breaking,
of
and
tonight.
all is new.
All is new.
All is new.
It's only a matter of
time. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found.
And when our children tell their story,
you will be found.
they'll tell the story of tonight.
Whoa.
No matter what they tell you,
Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.
Next up, our very own Kyle Dillon performing Sunflower from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
This unchecked. She was all bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, all wreck. Needless to say, I'm keeping her in check. She was all bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, all wreck. Thinking in a bad way, losing your grip. Screaming at my face, baby, don't trip. Someone took a big L, don't know how that felt. Looking at you sideways, body on tilt. Ooh, suddenly you just can't refuse. She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Will you be left in the dust unless it's stuck by ya? You're the sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'll be left in the dust and it's stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on ya, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for ya. Give me a reason to go. Every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust, no, you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all right now. Oh, I know you're scared of the unknown. You don't wanna be alone. I know how I come and go, but it's out of my control. You be left in the dust, and they're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower, and your love would be too much, or you'll be left in the dust, and they're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower.
And now on your screen, performing from A Chorus Line, the Red Shoes and the Rockettes monologue, please welcome Shy Davis.
So, the day I turned 18, I kissed the folks goodbye, got on a Broadway bus, and headed for the big, bad apple, 'cause I wanted to be a rockette. Let's get one thing straight. I never heard about the red shoes. I never saw the red shoes. I didn't give a damn about the red shoes. I decided to be a rockette because this girl from my hometown, Luella Heiner, had actually gotten out and made it in New York. She was a rockette. She came home one Christmas to visit, and they gave her a parade. A goddamn parade. I twirled a friggin' baton for 2 hours in the rain. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas! And never made it back to Radio City. That was my plan. New York, New York. I had one minor problem. See, I was as ugly as sin. I was ugly, skinny, unattractive, and flat as a pancake. Get the picture? Anyway, I got off the bus in my little white tights, my little white shoes, my little white dress, my little ugly face, and my long blonde hair, which was natural then. I looked like a nurse. I had $87 in my pockets and 7 years of tapping acrobatics. I could come up doing a 180-degree split and tapping the Morse code. I thought with that kind of talent, the mayor would be waiting for me at Port Authority. Wrong. I had to wait 6 months for an audition. Well, finally, the big day came, and I showed up to music hall with my little red patent leather tap shoes, and I did my little tap routine, and the man said to me, "Can you do fan kicks?" Well, sure, I could do a fantastic fan kick, but it wasn't good enough. What the man was trying to tell me was, it's not the fan kicks, it's the way you look. So I said, screw you, Radio City and the Rockettes. I'm gonna make it on Broadway.
Up next, Miss Abby Patno singing In My Dreams from Anastasia.
They said I was found at the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name and no memory
against a window, sheets upon a bed, terrifying nurses whispering overhead. Call the child Anya, give the child a hat. I don't know a thing before that. Traveling the back roads, sleeping in the wood, taking what I needed, working when I could, keeping up my courage, foolish as it seems, at night all alone in my dreams. In my dreams, shadows call, there's a light at the end of a hall. Then my dreams fade away, but I know it all will come back one day. You don't know what it's like not to know who you are, to have lived in the shadows and traveled this far. I've seen flashes of fire, heard the echo of screams, but I still have this faith in the truth of my dreams. In my dreams, it's all real, and my heart has so much to reveal. And my dreams seem to say, don't be afraid to go on. Don't give up hope, come what may. I know it all will come back one day.
And now, from the Muppets, please enjoy Esteban Marin and Alexander Soriano performing Man or Muppet.
I reflect on my reflection, and I ask myself the question, what's the right direction to go? Oh, I don't know. Am I a man, or am I a muppet? Am I a muppet? If I'm a muppet, then I'm a very manly muppet. Very manly muppet. 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 Or am I a man? Am I a man? If I'm a man, that makes me a muppet of a man. A muppet of a man. I look into these eyes, and I don't recognize the one I see inside. It's time for me to decide. Am I a man, or am I a muppet? Am I a muppet? If I'm a muppet, well, I'm a very manly muppet. Very manly muppet. Am I a muppet? A muppet of a man.
Up next, Tamara Powell performs Don't Want to Be Here from the musical Ordinary Days.
I grew up like in the middle of nowhere, and I swore I would never go back. My hometown was like the suburb of a suburb. I actually lived on a cul-de-sac. That's literally a road that goes nowhere. That's the definition of dead end. I said I can't wait to learn to do a 3-point turn because I don't want to be here. And 4 long years, I finished up with high school, graduated top of my class, thank you. But in college I discovered that devising my own major was a bureaucratic pain in the ass. I thought I'd recontextualize Sartre, but could only register first year French. Woo! Well, you should have heard my mom when I dropped the bomb and said I don't wanna be here, no, I don't wanna be here now. I was not a negative person, it's just I've always known that I had places to go, dreams to fulfill, and ideas to discover. They're just never where I am. So, anyway, back at school, I waited 5 semesters so I could snag one of the random degrees. I moved down south because I heard everyone was hiring, and they were at the Applebee's. They fired me like 3 weeks later. My sublet probably, fell through. As I checked into a hotel, I said it's just as well because I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here now. I was not a negative person, so I packed up my bag so I had no place to go. I opened a map and said, show me my future, because it isn't where I am. I finally got some job at some humdrum office like everyone right out of school does. I sat there at my cubicle every day sending faxes, and that's what my life was. So I went back home and said to my parents, I know what I've got to do. And since I am a dork, I moved to New York, and I started grad school. I really don't want to be here.
Now please welcome to your screen Natalie Dahl, Lexi Hastings, Hannah Lee, and Alexander Soriano performing from Hamilton, the Schuler Sisters.
There's nothing rich folks love more than going downtown and slumming it with the poor. They pull up in the carriages and gawk at the students in the common just to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. Oh, but little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, sneak into the city just to watch all the guys at
Work, Angelica, work, Eliza, and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, work. Daddy said to be home by sundown. Daddy doesn't need to know. Daddy said not to go downtown. Like I said, you're free to go. But look around, the revolution's happening in New York. New York, Angelica, work. It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in the square. It's bad enough there'll be violence on our shore. New ideas in the air. Look around, Angelica reminds me what we're looking for.
she's looking for me.
Eliza, I'm looking for a mind and work. I'm looking for a mind and work. I'm looking for a mind and work. Whoa, work.
Ooh, there's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush next to someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Why you slumming in the city in your fancy heels? You're searching for an urchin who can give you ideals.
Where you disgust me.
Ah, so you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you could trust me.
I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. So men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'm looking down to women in the sequel. Work! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Stop around, so when they say that I'm intense, you want a revolution, you want a revelation. Solution to my declaration. Behold these truths to be so good, and how we are created equal right now. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the greatest city in the greatest city in the world. Work, Angelica. Work, Eliza. And work, the Schuyler sisters. Work, we're looking for a mind at work. Hey, work, in the greatest city in the greatest city in the world.
In the greatest city in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We will now take a 5-minute intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and welcome to Miss Callie Mitchell. Callie will be performing City of Stars from La La Land.
City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can't see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you. That now our dreams, they finally come true. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. There in the bars and through the smoke screen of the crowded restaurants, it's love. Yes, all we're looking for is love from someone else. A rush, a glance, a touch, a dance, a look in somebody's eyes to light up the skies, to open the world and send it reeling. A voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know just where I will go, 'cause all that I need's this crazy feeling, a rat-tat-tat in my heart. Think I wanted to stay. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, you never shine so brightly.
Next on the stage, Miss Lexi Hastings, performing from the musical Aida, I Know the Truth.
How have I come to this? How did I slip and fall? How did I throw half a lifetime away without any thought at all? This should have been my time. It's over, it never began. I closed my eyes to so much for so long, and I no longer can. I try to blame it on fortune, some kind of shift in a star. But I know the truth, and it haunts me. It's flown just a little too far. I know the truth, and it mocks me. I know the truth, and it shocks me. It's flown just a little too far. Why do I want him still? Why, when there's nothing there? How to go on with the rest of my life? To pretend I don't care. This should have been my time. It's over, it never began. I closed my eyes to so much for so long, and I no longer can. I try to blame it on
Up next, from Shrek the Musical, the Travel Song, performed by Natalie and Meredith Dahl.
You know, this may turn into the longest day of my entire life. Ooh, I got the perfect remedy for that. Donkey, please, I'm begging you.
Sing a song, yes, the travel song when you gotta go somewhere. Cause the fun is getting there. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck, I must confess, I love a road trip.
Sing a song, hit the trail. Forget the maps, forget the guides. Before you know it, you've made strides with me. And now all I need along is a path and a palette of songs. So I'm singing and I'm palette with you. Why me? Why me? This is nice.
Tell me what was my crime? We are strolling, as tidy as a parrot, more annoying than a mime. Hey, look, a cat was wearing boots, that's crazy.
Why me?
Why me? A simple answer would be fine.
Some good cardio.
Will someone please send me a sign?
Hey, look, a sign. You need a Pell Avenue straight ahead.
What did I do to deserve this, honestly? This ass of mine is asinine. Why me?
Oh man, what could be better than this?
Why me?
Sing a song.
Why me?
The road.
A simple answer
It's
would
way
be
to
fine.
get around.
Oh, will someone please send me a sign? What did I do to deserve this, this ass of mine is asinine with you. That'll do, Duncan. That'll do.
Next up, performing Burn from Hamilton, Miss Anna Williamson.
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when she saw your first letter arrive? She said, "Be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive." You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. Rereading the letters you wrote me, I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign when you were mine. The world seemed to burn, burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said? When she'd read what you've done, she said, "You've married an Icarus, and he's flown too close to the sun." You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Liza reacted when you broke her heart. You've torn it all apart, I'm watching it burn. heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit the right to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You sleep in your office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you burn.
And now, from the musical Jane Eyre, Miss Bella Brady will sing Sweet Liberty.
7 o'clock in the morning, I lift my eyes to autumn skies. Look out through the graveyard. I see a low-headed swallow flies. He flies to distant countries. I lose him just beyond a cloud. I yearn to be that swallow. Go where I am allowed. Over mountains, over oceans, heaven take me away. For I long for my liberty, for sweet liberty I pray. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I teach what's been instilled in me. Is this all we're meant for? Condemned to mere tranquility? Well, women feel as men do. We must engage our minds and souls. Let us, like our brothers, let our worth define our goals. Breaking custom and convention, let tradition give way. For we all need our liberty, for sweet liberty I pray. And I wake from my bed with the urge to depart and follow the dreams of my heart. It's 12 o'clock, the pitch black night. I can't contain my wanderlust. I seek a new adventure. I search the skies and cast my lust. I hunger for new faces, to find a better destiny, and to fly among the swallows, or among the troubled seas. Over mountains, over oceans, heaven take me away. For I long for my liberty, for sweet liberty I pray. Cross the rivers, past the highlands, with God's witch in my hair. I will hop over boundless skies, my spirits erase, and carry me beyond my past, where I will find sweet liberty, my liberty at last.
Up next, Miss Katrina Day, performing the monologue, I Got a C from your good man, Charlie Brown.
A C? A C? I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture. How does anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it fair that I be judged on a part of my life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Or was I being judged on what I had learned about this project? If so, is it not true that you, my teacher, are also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Will you not share my sea? Or is I being judged on the quality of coat hanger out of which my creation was made? Now, is this not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of coat hanger that the dry cleaning establishment that returns our garments uses? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my sea? Thank you, Miss Offmeyer. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Next up, please welcome Jonathan McPherson, performing Empty Chairs at Empty Tables from Les Miserables.
There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs and empty tables. All my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. It was here they lit the flame. Here they talked about tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, they could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing. I can hear them now, the very words that they had said became their last communion. On the lonely barricades at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me, for I'd live while you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces in the windows. Phantom shadows on the floor. Empty chairs and empty tables, where my friends will sing no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs and empty tables, where my friends will meet no more.
And next up, please welcome Lilith Freund. Lilith will be performing Let Me Be Your Star from Smash.
Fading on a girl with a hunger for fame and a face and a name to remember. The past fades away because as of this day, Norma Jean's gone, she's moving on. Her smile and your fantasies play a duet that'll make you forget where you are. The music starts playing, it's the beat of her heart saying, let me be your star. Flashback to a girl with a song in her heart as she's waiting to start the adventure. The fire and drive which makes dreams come alive, they fill her soul. just have to forget the hurt that came before. Forget what we used to be. The past is on the cutting room floor. The future is here with me. Choose me. Fade upon a star with it all in her sights. All the love and the lights that surround her. Someday she'll think twice of the dues and the price she'll have to pay, but not today. She'll do all she can for the love of one man and the millions who love from afar. I'm what you've been needing. It's all here and my heart's bleeding. Let me be your star.
And now from the musical Guys and Dolls, performing Marry the Man Today, Megan Greer and Morgan Montesi.
What are we, crazy or something? At one of Baker's and Saks and Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market, from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You simply gotta gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Whatever. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play, crazy and wild and free.
Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow.
Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Counterattack him and marry the man today.
Give him the girlish laughter. Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Pete.
Go.
Galoshes.
Ovaltine.
But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently.
Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop! Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow.
Marry the man today and change his ways.
And change his ways. And change his ways. And tomorrow.
Up next, Natalie Dahl, and Natalie Dahl perform Someone in the Crowd from La La Land.
You got the invitation, you got the right address. You need some medication, the answer's always yes. A little chance encounter could be the one you've waited for. Just squeeze a bit more. Tonight we're on a mission. Tonight's the casting call. If this is the real audition, oh God help us all. You'll make the right impression, then everybody knows your name. We're in the love fast lanes. Someone in the crowd could be the one you need to know, the one to finally lift you off the ground. Someone in the crowd could take you where you wanna go, if you're the someone ready to be found. Someone ready to do what you need to do till they discover you and make you more than who you're seeing now. So if the stars align, I think I'll stay behind, gotta go and find that someone in the crowd. That someone in the crowd.
Is someone in the crowd the only thing you really see? Watching while the world keeps spinning round. Somewhere there's a place where I find who I'm gonna be. Somewhere it's just waiting to be found.
Someone in the crowd could be the one you need to know, someone who could lift you off the ground. Someone in the crowd could take you where you want to go. Someone in the crowd could make you, someone in the crowd could take you flying off the ground. If you're someone ready to be found.
And now from the musical Spam-A-Lot, please welcome Bella Brady and Lexi Hastings performing Diva's Lament.
Hey. Hey. You know, it's so funny. Every time I'm briefly backstage, you always seem to be lounging around.
I'll have you know it's because I'm resting my vocal cords for my next solo. And as if you should talk. Lead role in the program seems a bit of an exaggeration.
Please. As if you could kill my solo in Act 1 like I do.
Hello? Did you see the rose tossed at me for my number in Act 1?
Oh, that's so sweet how they're giving out roses as charity. At least my standing ovation in Act 1 was...
Wait. Have either of us done anything in Act 2?
What? Whatever happened to my heart? It was exciting at the start, and now we are halfway through Act 2, and I've had nothing yet to do.
I've been off stage for far too long. It's ages since I've heard a song.
This is one unhappy diva. The producers have deceived her.
There is nothing I can sing from
moonlit nights, prancing round in woolly tights. I might as well go to the pub. They've been out searching for a shrub, out shopping for a bush. Well, they can kiss my tush. It seems to me they've really lost the plot. Whatever happened to mine? I'll call my agent, damn it. Whatever happened to mine? Not yours, not yours, but
And for our last performance of the evening, please welcome back Natalie Dahl, Meredith Dahl, Sheer Ehrlich, and Lexi Hastings performing Shaking the Blues Away from Holiday Inn.
I think we dropped something, Captain. Oh boy. Three of them?
Shake, a lucky break. If you could do some weekly blues, shake them away. Shake them away.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight and supporting our incredible students. I hope you had as much fun tonight as I did, and I hope that the next time I see you will be in the theater. Good night.